destinations such as the Texas Medical Center, downtown, Hobby Airport, and Reliance Stadium, the Hiram Clarke area would be an ideal place for development. Mayor Clarke, I know that you're a community visionary because before you were elected officially, you were an advocate for your community. The Hiram Clarke area would like to capitalize on economic development, your economic development vision. Because of an overabundance of land, we feel that Hiram Clarke community meets the criteria set by the City Economic Department office. And we would like to see some development. We have a lot of vacant land, undeveloped land, it's been there. I've lived in the community for 36 years. And as Ms. Harris said, when I moved there were 5 grocery stores. Now there are only 2. We had 1 drugstore. And nothing has happened. We've had a lot of residential. In the last 10 years, we've had about 20 new subdivisions, but there's nothing for the people there. As you said, the money goes to Pearland. We're within 3 or 4 miles of Pearland, and hey, everybody goes down to Pearland. So our money, Harris County is losing and Houston is losing because those tax dollars are going to Pearland. And I know that we need to keep them in our area, and we don't need to give Pearland any more money. So if we can get this economic development, then we can keep our people inside Houston, spending money in Houston, giving sales tax to Houston, and also to Harris County. And I would ask the council and the mayor to support the TIRZ. Thank you.
Ma'am, Ms. Scurlock. Councilman Green.
Thank you, Ms. Scurlock. Thank you for all your hard work that you've done with the Concerned Citizen Coalition. I think you guys, how many civic clubs? 20?
We have 22 city clubs and homeowners associations.
Okay, great. You guys do a fantastic job, and thank you for working with our office to make this possible. I also see David Hodge out there. I want to thank Hodge and Calderon for all the hard work that they've done with regard to bringing this forward. We appreciate your efforts as well. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll get this done. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Don't leave it. Councilmember Burks.
Ms. Scurlock, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just say this, that this is a long time coming.
Yes, it is.
We had the Hiram Clarke area, the area of District K that we're talking about here with this TIRZ. It was very vibrant at one time.
Yes.
Then it went down. Then we had money that were jobs. People could actually go to work in their neighborhood. And the grocery stores were well placed. They were good quality grocery stores. Not saying that the ones we have now currently, the 2 that you mentioned, are not good quality, but we can have an improvement there. I applaud you all's efforts, and I applaud, as I stated earlier, my colleague, Councilman Green, for this vision and this work in which you're doing to the area. Now, when we get this and the stores start coming in, I will be coming over to your area to do a lot more shopping because I'm right next door to you, and we are not in the TIRZ, but at least I will be able to support, as others will be able to support from the area where I live on the east side of 288, will be able to travel not to Pearland or other areas, but to keep our money in Houston and to also at the same time bring about jobs which reduces crime and also the infrastructure and improve upon that. So thank you very much for coming, and you're a great association. And
All right, looking for your vote.
all right, thank you. You got it.
Vice Mayor Pro Tem Bradford.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Ms. Scurlock, thanks for coming down, and to all of the speakers and supporters, thanks for coming down. Congratulations to you all for your work, and Councilmember Green for your leadership here. You know, I lived in the area for a period of time on Dalmatian Street, and I can tell you the area has changed, but today it's on the comeback, no doubt about that. The TIRZ is a good thing. It's a tool that's going to help with resources and other things that are needed in the particular district. Revenue is a major issue. It's needed here. You mentioned some of the businesses going to Pearland and exception. That is so true. Keep in mind the other part of that equation is when the TIRZ is established, and I'm confident that it will be established, that the other side of the equation is how we treat the businesses that are there. We have to make sure that the environment is safe, and productive and conducive to quality of life that is needed to sustain those businesses. And what we do at City Hall, and we have regulations, fees, permit requirements, things of that nature. If we're not careful, the businesses will do a balancing act and say, despite the TIRZ, I'm still going to stay in Pearland or go to Pearland. So watch both sides of the equation. Just get the revenue, get the twos, but also be very mindful of how we regulate those businesses out there. We want those businesses to come in and do what we can as this effort to put the TIRZ in place will help those businesses. But let's do the same thing going forward, relieve some of the restraints on them so they can stay there and help the areas to flourish.
I think that they can say that with the management district, and I think people have an idea of what's on the internet about Hiram Clarke, and it's not positive. But I think people need to come. We're not, there's crime everywhere, but I think with the management district, with our security, they've been instrumental in some of the problems with the game rooms. Is the security is out there, people are seeing that. And I think that we're getting a raw deal as far as people, nobody's been out there, they're just assuming what they read.
It's a good area, and I think your comments are accurate, they're right on point. And I can't think of any other area in the city of Houston proper where there are more, let's say, a raw land, undeveloped land that can accommodate development. So I think this is an excellent move. Surely you have my support and my vote, and I think we can move forward, bring the area back.
Right, I think we need to dispel what's on the internet. And I've looked up, you put in Google Hiram Clarke and some negative stuff comes up. And I think that, people need to come out and see and look at the crime statistics out there. And it's not, it's no worse than anywhere else.
That's true. I don't advocate or advance the idea that crime is a problem there because it simply isn't the case at all. That's probably, the last time I looked at the statistics, I live in 3rd Ward, and we had a crime issue in the neighborhood where I live that we're talking about. So I think that this is a good thing. Thank you for your support, and just keep in mind that everything we see on the internet, it must be true.
Well, they read it, people believe it.
Thank you, Scurlock.
Thank you, Ms. Scurlock.
Thank you.
Thanks for everybody else out there. You didn't sign up to speak, but it's here in support. Ms. Scurlock is the last person who signed up in advance to speak. Is there anyone else who wishes to address this issue? Anyone else? Councilmembers, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Moving to a vote, favoring, opposed,